In this After Effects tutorial, we will be taking a look at how we can create this slideshow animation that you see on the screen from scratch. Let's go. So let's create a new composition and we'll be using these settings. Click OK. We'll go to Rectangle tool, click and hold, go to Ellipse tool. I'll be using this color. And then while holding Shift, we create a perfect circle like that. By pressing space, we can move it to wherever we want. So I'll press select the layer and then press Ctrl Alt Home and then Ctrl Home to center this to the screen. We can press Enter to rename this and then press S for scale options. Set a keyframe on scale here at the beginning and then change this first one to 0 and move by 40 frames. So to move by 10 frames, we press Shift page down. It moves by 10 frames. Here we can see it. So we'll do it 4 times. And then we set another keyframe and change this to 100 this time. And then move by another 40 frames. Shift page down. Set another keyframe. And then change it until it covers the whole screen. And now we can select all the keyframes. Press F9 to easy ease and then go to Graph Editor. And then adjust the curves. Make a peak into the middle. Select the other one as well. Just like that, so it should be looking like this. And then we can duplicate this, so select the layer and then press Ctrl D to duplicate this. Select the first one, press U to view the keyframes, and then we'll go to the middle one. So while holding Shift, I go to where the middle one is, and then we can select the second one while holding Shift. I drag this here. So we need to change the color of this now, so I go to Fill Options and then I select the other color that I have and then paste it here. We should be having this look. And now we can go to, I'll just press Ctrl T for text tool and then I'll type in my text. So these are the settings I'm using for this text. And then I'll center this, Ctrl Alt Home and then Ctrl Home. I'll right align this, center this again, Ctrl Home. And then we can open the settings for this one, go to Animate and then add tracking to it. We go to Add Property, we also add Position, we also add Opacity. We can drop this position down like that, go to Opacity, or we can just change this tracking amount to -100. And then we can change the opacity as well. So change it to 0. And then I'll close the settings for this all now. So Ctrl A, U twice, and then I'll just view I'll press U to view the keyframes here. So once this animation is done, we can move by 10 frames, so Shift page down and then open the settings for the text. Go to Animator 1, Rend Selector 1, and then add a keyframe on Start. So move by 40 frames again and change this to 100. Select the keyframes, press F9 to easy ease, go to Graph Editor, and then adjust the curves like that. So we have this look to it. We can go to Animate, select the layer, go to Animate, and then add another tracking. So we got Animator 2 now, and then we select tracking amount. So once this animation is done, we move by another 10 frames, Shift page down, and then go to Animator 2 tracking amount, set a keyframe on it, move by, let's see how 20 frames works, and then we can increase the tracking amount like that. We can select the keyframes as well, F9 to easy ease and do the same adjustments like we've done before. Looking fine. I'll change this second one to 10. Now to create the second text, so we press Ctrl T for text tool, click here, and then I already prepared the text, so I'll copy it and then paste it here, Ctrl V to paste, and then just adjust the text. I'll go to the first text, press U, and then locate where the animation ends. So I'll go to the first one now, and then to animate this, we open the settings, go to animate, and then add position, also add opacity. Go to property, add opacity. Move the position down like that, Y value. Go to range selector 1, advanced, change this shape to ramp up, and then increase this to 100, ease high and ease low. Now we can set a keyframe on offset, but change it to -100, and then move by another 40 frames, shift page down 4 times, and then change it to 100. So we should be having, I forgot to change the opacity to 0. We should be having this look now. And if we change this based on to words, it will show word by word. Now let's create the third text. I'll press Ctrl T and then type in the third text and then adjust the text a little. So I'll change this to bold, increase the size, uncheck this, Ctrl Alt Home and then Ctrl Home to center this, move this down like that. I'll leave it here for now. I'll select all the text layers, go to Align panel, make sure the composition is checked, and then align them horizontally. So let's give this an animation now. So I'll go to second text, press U, and we'll give this an animation right before the second text animation ends. So select the third text layer, go to effects and presets, type in slow fade on, double click on it to add. Let's see what it looks like. So I'll press U and then make this faster. So I'll move this last keyframe here, or even faster. Could be even faster. Let's see. Looking fine. I'll close the settings. Now to create a background for this, we drop the image that we have here, and then I'll press Ctrl Alt Shift and H to fit this to the screen. We can do this by right clicking, go to transform, and here is the shortcut for it. So we'll move this to the right side like that. I'll move it here, select the layer, go to ellipse tool, and then while holding Shift we create a perfect mask like that. So we want to select this layer and create another mask, just a smaller circle. So while holding Shift, and then I move this around here. And now we select both of these masks, press M for mask path options. We want to animate this, so we'll go to 2 seconds and then set a keyframe on mask path, 2 of them, and then go to almost to the end of the animation, so 5:30, and then change the first one, select it, make sure to select it, and then move it like that. For the second one, we select it and move it down. Oops, we select the second one and just move it down, like so. So now we need to reverse these keyframes. We select all the keyframes here, right click, go to keyframe assistant, and then time reverse keyframes. So I have it down here, you might not be able to see it. So we press F9 to easy ease and then adjust the curves just like that. Let's take a look. So it's kind of heavy. It should animate like that. We can add drop shadow to all of the layers. And once we are done with it, we can place this layer below the text layers. Keep it here. And then what we can do, we can duplicate this first text twice and then place them, select them, place them down here. We can increase the scale, so press S and increase the scale. Select the first one, move it here like that. We can decrease the scale if we need to. So it's looking fine. I'll select the other one now and then move it, place it here. This one I place it like that here. Now we add fill, select both of them, go to effects and presets and type in fill. Double click on it to add. And we can just give it a color, a darker color of the background that we have. So select it and just give it a darker color. So I'll copy this, Ctrl C to copy, and I'll do the same, paste it for the other one. Now we can select both of them, press T for opacity, and then just decrease the opacity a little. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.